We did it! Diguo has reached funding, and not only that, it's currently sitting at 332% funded. Before I go into how we got here, do a little build and show you a few key updates that have happened this week, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the backers, everybody that's commented, liked, shared, and got involved in any way whatsoever in this project. I really couldn't have got here without such an incredible community behind me. So, thank you. For those of you that are new here, what is Diguo? It's an Arduino-based, 3D printed, DIY digital watch. There's a lot of key terms there, but what actually is it? It's essentially a watch that you can build at home. You can either 3D print the case, program the movement, or you can do both. It's a really easy entryway into the world of DIY watches. Back in August last year, I couldn't quite find this digital watch that I had in my mind. I also got a little bit obsessed with these small SMD 7-segment displays, and I just had to make something out of them. So I set off on a quest to design and develop a digital watch. I've gone through the whole journey and document the whole thing here on YouTube. I've got a playlist below, so if you want to see how I got from A to B, I'd definitely check that out. And I go into a lot of detail on exactly how the watch works, how the different components talk to each other, prototyping, calculating battery life, power draw, all those kind of things. I go into it in a lot more detail in the playlist. So if you want to know more, I'd definitely go back and watch those. Now, some of you may be aware I was originally planning to launch this on the 1st of March, which would have been a week ago today. But on the lead up to this, during the week, I actually got to a stage where I felt I was ready to go. So the Thursday before I decided, I got up early and I thought, let's just launch it and see what happens. What have we got to lose now? And within 8 hours of launching, we reached the £2,000 threshold that we needed to get to achieve funding. Now, I was expecting this to take the whole month, and it took 8 hours. So for the past week, I've been on an absolute high. I couldn't be more grateful for everybody that's got involved in this project and contributed and funded and backed it. And I can't wait to start fulfilling these orders. This week, I've received some of the samples of the cases that will be made available if you've ordered a full kit. This is for those of you that might not have a 3D printer or don't quite feel comfortable printing the cases. So I'm going to show you this base case that I'm going to be selling, but also a bit of a fringe one that I just ordered on a whim, but it's actually turned out amazing. And the feedback I've had so far has been incredible. So I'm kind of thinking, how do I incorporate this into the project? Because I know a lot of you are really going to want this case option. I'm going to show you both case options, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put this watch together. I'm going to show you all the parts you get in the kit and how easy and quickly it is to get something working. So without further ado, let's get down to the bench and let's make a watch. We're now down at the bench, and let's just have a look at some of the parts that we get in the kit. So obviously this is the Diguo movement. We've got the movement and chapter ring. We've got the case, buttons, the crystal, and the strap. You'll obviously also receive a pack of screws for screwing the case down to the back, but I'll show these at the end as we're putting it together. So, the first step of the build is to put the crystal into the case. So I'm just going to put on some of these little finger cots. This is completely optional. We take our glass, and turn the case around, and this is just going to fit into the case. Careful not to crack it, but it should just fit nicely in there, and that's it. We're then going to put in our buttons, which are here. Now, pay attention to the buttons. We have a short side and a long side. So the long side needs to face upwards. So let's pop them in. There's one. Okay. We then have the chapter ring. So this piece here not only holds the glass in place, the buttons in place, but it's also the bracket to hold the PCB. Now the case itself is bi-directional, so there's no up or down, it's completely symmetrical, so don't worry about getting it the right way around. This just slots in here, there shouldn't be any snagging, it should just sit in like so. Slide this about so the slots match the slots for the buttons. It's not too critical though, but it'll just make this next step easier. We're just going to take the movement and we're just going to drop this in. Again, we don't want to force it. There can be some cases where if these buttons are sticking too far into the case, it can break the buttons off, so be very careful here. Make sure all your switches are fully out, fully extended, and the movement should just slide in place. And we can just check that each button clicks. It should freely click. There shouldn't be any stiffness or snagging. It should all freely click. If it is snagging, I just double check that you've got the switch the right way round. Check that the bracket's in the right way. There really aren't that many ways to sort of install this wrong. Once you've done that, you're going to take your case back. Now this has got a direction, but it should be fairly obvious. We've got this little cutout here that covers up the programming port. I'm going to place that on there. Now at this point, everything should just slot in very nicely. You'll notice there's a ridge on the edge of here that goes into the ridge in here. This is to just prevent moisture as much as possible. I'm not claiming this is waterproof, but it should help. And that just sits on the back there. Now I'm just going to take a couple of screws. I can take these finger cots off now because we're working on the outside of the case. And these screws are going to tap the resin. So it may feel a little bit stiff to start with, but once you start screwing it, it should make a nice thread in the plastic without the need of a tap. So that one's made a nice contact there. You don't want to over tighten these, you just want them nice and snug, like so. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to put in 2. You might also choose to do this whilst you're developing your code for the watch, because you might be taking the back off a couple of times. And then that is the watch. Obviously, all watches need a strap, so I'm just going to use the included strap. This is a 24mm wide strap, so there's plenty of these available. If you don't like the black rubber, you could maybe get a leather strap or even a metal one. And then that is the watch built. That's how easy it is. Really simple. We can check that it works. There you go. We hold down this top left button here to set the time. I'm going to hold it so it says set, and then I can cycle through the hours, cycle through the minutes, leave it until I want it to set. The screen will go off, and that's the time set. So that is the standard case. This is the standard option that you'll receive if you've ordered the kit. Now, if you want something a little bit different and a little bit unique, you might want to try this. So as I said at the top of the video, I ordered this just on a bit of a whim. I didn't think it was going to work as well as it actually did. This is a fully transparent resin case. Now I've already glazed it, so that's one step out of the way. I'm going to show you how easy it is to change the case of your watch in just a couple of simple steps. So obviously we're just going to start off by taking the strap. We're then going to undo the case. And you'll see why I mentioned maybe only putting 2 screws in to start with whilst you're experimenting is a good idea. Obviously once you're happy with the watch and you're not going to be modifying it for a while, you might want to just put in all 6 of the screws. Had to count them in. Right, so obviously all we're going to do is this build in reverse. So we're going to take the movement out. The bracket may come with it, don't worry about that. I'm going to get our buttons, take all them out. Insert our buttons into the new case. Now with every order will be included the STL files for the case. So you may have your own 3D printer. Okay. You may have your own 3D printer, you may know somebody with a 3D printer and you want to give it a go. And you could print it in any colour you like. I've done red buttons and a red chapter ring. I quite like to match the chapter ring with the buttons. So we're going a white on white. Slot that in there. Case back on. I mean, look at that. So that's how easy it is to change the case. Obviously, you put the screws in the back. Now, when it comes to programming, we've got this port on the back here, which is a 6-pin port. Basically, all this is doing is connecting to the correct pins on the microprocessor for programming. And it just makes the programming process very, very simple. So all you would do is you take your Arduino with the programming shield. This is the programming shield, by the way. Excuse me for the sort of dirty flux on this one. This is one I hand soldered. We're then gonna, for programming, you do need to remove the battery, so we'll do that first. We're gonna plug this in here, and then we'd be able to upload new sketches to the watch. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with the black case. Let's put this back together. And I'll get some new photos for it, just for the campaign. As you can see, these watches are they're so easy to make. If you've ever had a go at making a automatic or quartz, or hopefully you've made one of my other 3D printed watches, it takes a lot longer than this. There's a lot of fiddling about. Seconds hands are notoriously difficult to install, but this is what you get. So that's how easy it is to build one of these watches. Let me know in the comments what you think. The campaign has got till the end of March to run. Like I said, we are fully funded, which means if you place an order, if you back this project, you will receive a kit. So I've put the link in the description. Head over there. There's plenty of different tiers of rewards. You can go straight from just the PCB all the way up to the kit, which is what you've just seen me build. And let me know what you think of the transparent case. Should I make this available to people on the Kickstarter, or should we just make it like a limited run kind of thing? Let me know in the comments. But for now, that's all we've got time for, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.